Good evening, everybody. It's about 9 o'clock at night. I just wanted to check in real quick. I'm currently in Brooklyn. I guess I'm right near where the Staten Island Ferry. I'm assuming near the Staten Island Ferry somewhere. Um, I have some extra work I got to do tonight. I'm doing some overtime. I am thankfully not exhausted. I was exhausted the last couple of days. Work has been different. And I've been putting in a lot of extra hours between my overtime and little side things I'm trying to do. So, and of course, making YouTube videos. So it's just been a lot. But what I will say is, although I feel the exhaustion, now I don't know if you understand what that means. I feel like I could go to sleep. Like I'm ready to go to bed. That type of like, almost like in mid yawn type of feeling. But here's the main difference. When you're eating carnivore, like I am, when I need energy, when there's something I have to do, it doesn't matter how tired I am. It doesn't matter what state of mind I'm in. It doesn't matter if I'm in a state of exhaustion. Whatever it is, if my body calls on energy, it's there. I can't wrap my head around this, I spent most of my life, if not, everything except for the last year and a half, depending on sugar and caffeine for energy. You feel a little tired, I have a cup of coffee. Like, I'm not really a big coffee drinker. I different points in my life, I'd have a cup or two here and there. And maybe like in a stretch, maybe 3 months where I was drinking coffee because I was working a crazy shift or whatever the case is. But to be honest with you, I don't enjoy it. I don't really look forward to it. It was a tool. I haven't had a cup of coffee in almost 2 years now. I haven't depended on sugar for energy in almost 2 years. I haven't depended on caffeine in any form in almost 2 years now. I dropped something, so forgive my inattention. And my energy is better than it's ever been. The amount that I'm working, the type of work I'm doing, the hours that I'm keeping, these are all things that would have been impossible. And look, can some people do it? Yes. There's a million people out there that can do it, and they have no problem, and they drink their coffee, and they depend on their sugar or their energy drinks or whatever, and they get through it. I'm not that person. I would avoid volunteering for stuff like this because I knew it was going to be exhausting. And if I worked the extra couple of days during the week, I'd be struggling to get through the week. And that's just not how I wanted to be. I like to be able to perform at the best of my abilities when I'm at my job. And carnivore gives me that across the board. Now, would I rather be home with my girlfriend and my son, enjoying a movie, playing maybe a board game, or it's a little late at night for going for a walk, but maybe we would have went for a walk today because I've been on the road since about 6:30 this afternoon. I gotta start heading into my job in about 10 minutes, so I make sure I'm there on time. Would I like being home and spending time with my family? Absolutely. But this extra energy that I have, this extra drive that I got from being carnivore, this extra aggressive way of going after life, is putting me in a financial position that I've never been in before. Now granted, the overtime at my job isn't as constant as it used to be, but now it's picking up again. The last couple of weekends there's been work, and I'm grabbing it whenever I can. There's a seniority and there's a whole thing you got to go through to get it, but I'm signing up for it. If the list comes out on Monday night, I'm signing up for it. If it comes out on Friday for the week before, I'm signing up for it. I have no idea what that week is going to carry for me. I have no idea how strenuous the day is going to be. I have no idea how exhausted I'm going to be. And I'm signing up for it because I'm confident that my new lifestyle, the energy will be available. I got home from work this morning and I had nothing left. I ate. I watched a little show with my girlfriend, Nicole. And I went to sleep. And I slept until 5 o'clock. And it wasn't because I was carved out or I was unhealthy or anything like that. I was just legitimately tired. I've been working probably about 20 something days straight. So you're going to be tired. I'm not telling you this is a miracle thing. I'm not telling you that you're never going to be tired. I'm telling you that in this morning, if I needed energy, if I had to do something, if there's something that needed to be repaired, something that needed to be fixed, even though I was exhausted, had I called on energy, I would have been fine. So this morning, I was probably asleep by like 11:30, 12 o'clock. I slept until 5:15, got up, jumped in the shower, got in the car. I drove 2 hours to Brooklyn, and I'm ready to go. I mean, do I look tired to you? I don't feel tired. I'm excited to get down there and start hustling. So, thank you, Colin. That's where I'm at. You know, it's an incredible feeling. If you're lacking energy, if you're struggling to get through the day, if you're tired all the time, if you work a crazy schedule, I'm starting work at 10 o'clock tonight, and I'm going to be working until God knows when. You know, that's my schedule. That's my schedule every day, and I'm putting in extra hours. So, and my commute makes my day a 15-hour day. So, my regular day is my regular week without any overtime is 70 something hours. If I do overtime, it's pushing close to 100 hours, and I'm ready and willing to go. So, if you're contemplating carnivore and one of your concerns is energy, get through the fat adaptation stage, get to the point where your body's burning the stores that you already have. You know, go strict for 90 days. And I mean strict. No cream, no coffee, no carnivore treats, meat, salt, water. That's it. And then when you get to the point where you're sure your body's fat adapted, when you're tired, start a job. Start something that requires a call for energy. And you'll see what I'm talking about. This has been the best thing I've ever done. It absolutely has changed my life. The weight loss is fantastic, which is not why I got into it, but I'm at what I consider a good weight for myself. I have some body fat that I could still lose, but if it doesn't go away, I'm fine with it. I'm not trying to be a supermodel. I'm not trying to be a fitness guru. I'm not trying to be ripped to shreds. I'm trying to be a healthy human being that's a healthy body weight and that is capable and functional in his daily life. And carnivore has given me all of that. So, that's what it is. That's my overall experience, and my health is 1,000 times better. My diabetes is gone. My all over body pain is gone. My constant headaches are gone. My arthritis, it's probably still there, but I don't feel it. You know, I'm going to be on my feet for 8 or 10 hours today, and I'm fine. And then I'm going to have to jump I have to work in the 8 or 10 hours. I'm going to have to jump back in my car and drive 2 hours home. You know, and I'm not worried about it. I can do it. Because I know if I'm asking for the energy, it's going to be there. Now, will I pull over from time to time and stretch my legs and kind of refresh myself? Absolutely. I'm not stupid. I have to be careful. I have to make sure that I'm capable of doing that drive. But it's not going to be a problem. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Look, if you're thinking about this, if you have health issues, like I said, tendonitis, back pain, herniated discs, arthritis, all these problems are probably still there. But they don't hurt. They don't stop me from moving. I have full flexibility. I mean, my level of flexibility. I'm kind of like a dry stick. I don't bend very well. But it has nothing to do with anything else, but I don't have a stretching routine, which I would like to start. Carnivore gave me back my health. It gave me back my fitness. It gave me back my ability to earn money. It gave me back my ability to earn extra money. You know, not just show up to work and do my job, but to earn real money and overtime and extra jobs and extra projects that I'm doing. It's It's providing me the energy, the health, and the fitness to do what my life requires. If you're not doing carnivore and you have issues in any of these areas, what do you have to lose? Why are you sitting on your butt eating garbage foods, stuff that you know in your heart you're not supposed to be eating? You're not designed to eat it. Look, you don't trust carnivore is going to work? I didn't either. I didn't believe this diet for a millisecond. I had to look into it for years. I had to hear multiple accounts of people getting healthy. I had to see my brother do it and feel better after 30 days. I had all these things had to happen, and then I had to get sick of my current health status and my ability to do what I needed to do in my life. I had to get sick of all those things. And the one thing I didn't think of in all those times, and all those minutes, and all those hours I spent hemming and hawing about carnivore is, if I do it for 90 days, the Doritos, the ice cream, the popcorn, all that stuff would still be there. If I do it for 90 days and it was miserable, or if it was not satisfying what I got into it for, if it wasn't helping me lose weight, if it wasn't making me feel better, if it wasn't giving me more energy, if it wasn't making me healthier, I could stop and go right back to eating all those garbage foods. The Bisco's always going to be there. Ice cream is always going to be there, unfortunately. You know, chips, salsa, potatoes, vegetables, they're always going to be there. So take 90 days, invest in yourself, try something outside the box, and get it done. And if you hate it in 90 days, if you're not happy with your results, if the results aren't worth what you're doing, McDonald's is around the corner. Go get a Big Mac, large fries, and a Coke. The supermarket has 17 aisles of garbage foods. You can go right back to it. I don't think you will, but the option is there. All right, y'all. For those of you who don't know, I'm at this 17 or 18 months. I started in May of 2024. It's now September of 2025. I'm going strong. I love the food. I eat steaks. I eat, for the most part, I eat ground beef. I treat myself to a steak every so often, but it's ground beef pretty much 7 days a week, 2 meals a day. On the odd occasion, I do 1 meal a day, and on the odd occasion, I'll fast for anywhere from 12 hours to, well, I fast every day about 12, 13 hours, but from time to time, I'll go 24 to as much as 6 days. You know, and I eat when I get hungry. You know, I have a feast, and I don't eat again until I'm hungry. And sometimes it's gone as far as 6 days. So that's my story, guys. Unfortunately, it's 9:30. I got to get my gear out of the car. And I got about a 0.2 mile walk to the work site. And it is, if you can tell by my windows, it is raining out. And I don't have gear for being in the rain. So I'm going to have to walk in the rain a little bit. I'm okay with that because I am going to dry off in the hot tunnels that I'm working in. Get off your butt. Make a change. It's that simple. It's that simple. If I told you you had the winning lottery tickets, I have the winning lottery tickets, I handed them to you, would you hesitate to go play those numbers? Would you wait? No, because you know if you win that lottery, it's life-changing. You put in an ounce of effort, you get a pound of results. Get off the couch, go to the supermarket, buy yourself whatever meat you enjoy eating, come home and make you that meal. It's that simple. It doesn't have to be grass-fed, grass-finished. It doesn't have to be prime rib. It doesn't have to be the best meats on the planet. Go get ground beef. Go get chicken thighs. Go get whatever you can afford to eat. Go get it and start. Okay? Fatty meats, water, salt. All right, y'all. That's my rant. Stay healthy. I got your back. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I hope this guy doesn't hit me as he's backing up. That's the red light you see is this guy hitting his brakes in front of me. Any questions, any concerns, anything you want to talk about as far as this video, please, 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 please leave comments. And if you have the opportunity, smash the like button, subscribe, and share with somebody who you think needs to hear this. You can get your health back. It's in your hands. Make the move. Take care, y'all. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.